Welcome. In this webinar, we are going to present xWCPS. xWCPS is a new language which combines two well-known standards, XPath and the Web Coverage Processing Service, also known as WCPS. xWCPS enables search on both array data like coverages and metadata, and allows filtering of coverages based on metadata. This eliminates the requirement of WCPS to explicitly define the coverage IDs that you are going to use in your query. In addition, xWCPS supports mixed results where you can get back both array data and metadata in one query. The xWCPS query defines the flower extension, which stands for let, where, ordered by, and return. The current implementation of the xWCPS lies on a metadata management engine called FEM, and all the register remote WCPS service endpoints for executing the WCPS parts of the queries. In the xWCPS language, two clauses are mandatory, the for and return clauses, while the where, let, and ordered by clauses are optional. We are going to see now the for clause. In the for clause, you can define which coverages you are going to use. You have three available options. Either you use all the registered available coverages of the system by using the asterisk, or you could define that you want to use all the available coverages of a specific endpoint using this syntax. The endpoint can either be a HTTP URL or an alias name of this HTTP URL. In addition, you could use a specific coverage ID or a list of coverage IDs to work on. An example of a where clause is the following. You said that this variable C will work on all available coverages of the endpoint of ESMWF. Now, you can use the where clause to filter coverages. In the where clause, you could either have an XPath or a WCPS expression. In order to declare an XPath expression in the xWCPS language, you should use the double colon notation, which is then followed by any XPath expression, like the following example. You say that in the coverage with variable name C, you use the double colon notation, and then you said that you want to filter the element with name rectified grid, which has an attribute name dimension and value 2. Now we are going to go to see the return clause. The return clause is for retrieving results. There you have three options. You can either use the WCPS encode expression and get back WCPS results, or you could use an XPath expression or function and get back XML result. In the XPath expression, you have the option to declare custom XML elements in order to customize your return results. In addition, the xWCPS, as mentioned before, offered a new function named mixed. By using this, you can get back multiple results which can contain both array data and metadata. An example of a mixed expression is the following. You use the mixed function, which must follow it by the encode WCPS coverage expression, and then you could have any XPath expression like the following. In this example, we're saying that for the coverage with name C, we would like to retrieve back the coverage ID element. The other two optional clauses is the let clause, which you can be used for variable assignment and reuse in your query, and the order by clause, which is for results ordering. Now, we are going to showcase some live examples, which you can also use and exploit the xWCPS on the following URL. In this first example, we are going to showcase the mixed function, which is introduced in xWCPS. Here, we are saying that we are going to work on a specific coverage ID, which has the ID mentioned here, and we want to return back a PNG image which contains the coverage in a specific time frame, and some metadata. For example, we could say here that we want to get back the coverage ID of this coverage by adding this XPath expression. Here we could scale more the image that we want to get back, and we are submitting the query. In this query, the xWCPS interacts first with the metadata management engine to execute the XPath expression and the service endpoint where this coverage ID is available. The WCPS request is performed at runtime, and this is why we're waiting for the results to get back. Depending on the query, the performance of the xWCPS depends on the remote requests on the WCPS services that we are doing and the internet connection of every client. Since we defined only one coverage ID, we get back only one result. You can see this is the image we requested from the remote WCPS service, and this is the result of the XPath expression. This is part only of one query. In the second example, we are going to showcase how we could use all the available coverages of a specific service endpoint. Using the asterisk and the @ we define that we want all available coverages of the service with alias name ECMWF, and we get back any desired metadata. Again, we can request, for example, to get back the coverage IDs. Since this query returns back only textual data XML, the performance is much better than the previous one. Here you could see that we got back 18 results, which are the available coverages of the ECMWF service. Another example is the next WCPS query, which contains also a where clause. Here again we are saying that we are going to use all the available coverages of the ECMWF service which satisfy some criteria in the where clause, where we are saying that we want to have a rectified grid element in their metadata with an attribute with name dimension and a value of 2. So we are looking for coverages with type rectified grid and that are 2-dimensional. And we are going to return back the rectified grid element. We submit the query and we get back 3 results out of 18 available coverages because only these 3 coverages satisfy the where clause. You can see here these 3 coverages. Thank you for following this xWCPS webinar. xWCPS work is funded by the Horizon 2020 European Research Project EarthServer. For more information, you could visit EarthServer Project website or the company's website. In addition, the source code of xWCPS is available on GitHub at the following URL. Thank you.